All right, welcome back to Pixelated Pedagogy. We are doing our first episode today of Bit by AI, and today we're going to take a look at Gemini's new Canvas feature and specifically what it can do for you. So I have a really good example of how to use Canvas coming up here in just a moment, but a little bit about Canvas if you're not familiar with it. Canvas is a new interactive space within Gemini designed to make creating, refining, and sharing your work easy. And it's very easy to use. You just have to hit this Canvas button while you are typing in your prompt, and then you'll be good to go. You'll see that it's going to give us a few ideas of how we can use that. We will do that in just a moment, but I have something specific that I'd like to do first over here on the right side of the screen. And it involves wanting to take this HTML code that I have over here, which has some text at the top and a poll at the bottom. And I basically want to add an expand collapse feature to this. So that way it's not taking up as much space. Essentially what I want to do is include a little expand button in here and have this poll just kind of rest underneath of it. That way it's not taking up as much vertical space on the screen. So let's go ahead and do that. So to do that, I am enabling Canvas over in Gemini, and I am doing the following prompt, which I have queued up here. The prompt says, I have some code that I'd like to revise. I want to introduce a collapsible component to the code where the embedded straw poll is not visible at first until a user clicks on an expand link. And then I've got my code of this area over here supplied as well. So let's hit submit. And you're going to see right away what is different about Canvas. It is that you have a working area over on the right side of your document, or on the Gemini page rather, and your chat is on the left side. So in the past, if you're just using regular Gemini without Canvas, you just have the conversation over here. And basically, you just have to go back and forth, copy and paste, make edits on the fly. But with Canvas, it actually puts it over on the right side in something that's interactive for you to check out. So rather than just giving me code and I need to paste it into Brightspace and I need to test it out there, I can actually test it out right in Gemini itself, which is fantastic. So I'm in my preview mode here, so I can see right away, this is what that code does. And sure enough, I've got my expand button and it's expanding out just like I had asked it to. Pretty darn slick. Now what I can do is I can toggle over to the code view, and here is all of that fun nerdy stuff that makes this happen. And all I need to do is just hit copy on this, and I can put this into Brightspace and see what it looks like. And I already have this done. So if we zoom out here, you'll see the differences between my two widgets here, my HTML code. So I've got the full version here, and then I have my expand poll option here. As you can see, just takes up less screen real estate, and it's exactly what I'm looking for there. So that's fantastic. That is really, really powerful stuff. But maybe you're not into doing much code or things on the fly, and you want to maybe check on some documents and make some changes there. So let's go ahead and fire up a new chat. We're going to hit Canvas. And again, we've got these new ideas here. And let's actually click on this, write a travel blog on Paris. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So our initial prompt that it's generating for us is write a travel blog on Paris. Make sure to include both hidden gems and popular tourist spots. So again, over here we have what essentially looks like a Google Doc. We've got some pictures in here, which is fantastic. We've got bulleted lists. We got some formatting with some headings and things like that. You are welcome to actually type over here and make some changes. You're able to maybe delete. Maybe you want this out of there. You can do that. Now, where this is powerful is you can highlight certain sections. So let's say this here, and let's ask Gemini, how do you pronounce this? So over here, it populates it and it gives me that pronunciation. I can also go in here and I can just hit listen and it'll read it to me. So that's pretty nice. Let's go down just a little bit and let's highlight this taste of Paris. And let's say I really want some more information on the food that I can experience in Paris. So I am going to hit this button over here to change the length. And I want very long. I want as much information as possible related to a taste of Paris. So again, in the past, you'd be doing this over in your Gemini window. It would give you that information. You would copy it and paste it, and then you'd have it. Well, here it's live updating. So you've got your taste of Paris, and we have a lot more information to sort through here, which is fantastic. Let's go down to the next section in this getting around area, and I'm just going to point out some other functionality here. So we saw change length. We also have change tone. So let's make the getting around section be very casual. So we can go ahead and do that. Again, it's just going to live update this section for me. I don't have to copy and paste anything. And you can see we have some very casual verbiage here with the and stuff, which is great. And then our final option here is suggesting edits. So you can come in here. If you are typing something manually, this is a fantastic way to proofread. So you just highlight your text, you go with your suggestions, and if we scroll down, much like a Google Doc, it's going to give you basically a comment in this document to let you know what its suggestions are for revising this getting around section. Let's go ahead and just hit apply, and you'll see that it will automatically put that over into the getting around section. So there we go. Fantastic, fantastic stuff here. You also, of course, can copy and put this into a Word document or word processing software on your computer, or there's the always handy Google integration with Google Docs, where you can just send that right over there and use it that way. So Canvas, again, can be a great way to kind of get started with drafting up a document and then those future revisions and things. And I would actually encourage you maybe to just give a prompt of, maybe not having Canvas give you a whole lot to begin with. And instead you type in here and then do your highlights, ask for revisions, do some research on various things. It's a great way to learn and evolve your writing and to ensure that you're using proper grammar and all of that fun stuff as well. So give it a try today, gemini.google.com. Enter your prompt and hit Canvas for this great live collaborative tool, which is available now in Gemini.